Every year, there are people that break out, just like last year in Calvin Ridley, Romeo Aquara, Josh Allen, and Wyatt Teller. But today, I will be telling you guys who are the top breakout candidates for the 2021 season as we go into my honorable mentions for this list. Joe Burrow, Jameis Winston, Michael Pittman, Damien Harris, and Rashard Pyramid. As we get into our list, number 5 is Dennis Gardeck. Dennis Gardeck went undrafted in 2018. Dennis is a great locker room guy, and Gardeck is one of the best no-name players in the NFL. Gardeck was one of the most effective pass rushers last year. He had great hand placement and great power moves. The only thing Gardeck has against him is that he tore his ACL at the end of last season. His stats in 98 snaps last year, Gardeck had 7 sacks and 16 tackles. I project him to exceed those numbers if he stays healthy and have 10 sacks and 30 tackles. As we get into number 4 on our list, Cameron Curl. The 7th round pick in the 2020 NFL Draft was Cameron Curl. Cameron Curl had a great year last year for the Washington football team and helped the great defense. Cameron Curl was ranked the number 1 rookie safety via PFF. Curl had 88 tackles, 3 INTs, 2 sacks, and 1 touchdown last year. I project Curl to have 85 tackles, 4 INTs, 2 sacks, and he can potentially be a Pro Bowler. All I've heard was good things about this guy, and I hope he can prove me right next season. As we get into number 3 on our list, we have Cameron Dantzler. Dantzler was a 3rd round pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. The Vikings secondary was not great last year, but Dantzler was one of the bright spots and had a very under the radar season last year. Dantzler was great through camp last year, and Mike Zimmer said he was the best cornerback he's had since Deion Sanders, which is a huge praise for him. Dantzler earned the starting spot week 1 and took a while to develop, but when he did, at the end of the season, he was a star. Dantzler started 11 games last year. He had 46 tackles, 2 INTs, and 1 forced fumble. My projection for him next season are 53 tackles, 3 INTs, and 1 forced fumble. And he can also potentially make the Pro Bowl for the first time next season. As we get into number 2, we have CJ Henderson. Henderson was the 9th overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. Henderson was my number 1 ranked cornerback in the 2020 overall draft over people like Jeff Okuda. He is explosive, he is fast, and he can stay with any wide receiver he wants. He has great ball skills and he can blitz pretty well. Henderson had a solid year. In 8 games, he had 36 tackles, 1 interception, and 1 forced fumble. In his first game was something else. He had 5 tackles and 1 INT, locking up the Colts' number wide receiver with the win. I would not be surprised if CJ broke out hard enough to be a Pro Bowler or All-Pro. If I had to predict though, CJ Henderson's stat line this year, I would say he would have 51 tackles, 3 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, and a sack. My number 1 choice for the top breakout in the 2021 season, I have DeAndre Swift. The 2020 second round pick, DeAndre Swift is my top breakout candidate. He started to kind of break out at the end of the season, but I'm pretty sure he got injured. The Lions are going to go hard nosed next year and run the ball a lot, which will cause DeAndre Swift's production to go up. And 13 games last year, he had 521 yards with 8 touchdowns and 357 receiving yards. Swift's best game was against the Jaguars last year, where he rushed for 116 yards, 2 touchdowns on only 14 carries. If I had to predict Swift's stat line this year, I would say he has 1,022 yards, 11 touchdowns with 311 receiving yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. And he can potentially be a Pro Bowler, and if all goes well, which is very unlikely, he can make an All-Pro. I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It's my new channel. If you're new, which I think everyone here is new, yeah, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It means a lot. My next video is probably gonna be around the end of next week, like around Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, I want to do a video predicting the next 5 years in the NFL. If you want to watch that, just make sure to drop notifications, and I am out.